ASMR. If you wanna support my commitment, my work here on YouTube is free of charge. Click the button, subscribe, or share this video, or just watch it, or watch them if you want. If you want more relaxing videos. I don't know if you are new here, but usually I read stories for people. So my voice simply is my only main character for my videos. And today I'm gonna tell you a story you probably have already heard about, because this story is the story of Winnie the Pooh, the yellow bear. Please, now lay down. Let yourself go beyond all over the world. Follow my voice and just relax. Once upon a time, a very long time ago now, about last Friday, Winnie the Pooh lived in a forest all by himself, under the name of Sanders. One day, when he was out walking, he came to an open place in the middle of the forest, and in the middle of this place was a large oak tree. From the top of the tree there came a loud passing noise. Winnie the Pooh sat down at the foot of the tree, put his head between his paws, and began to think. First of all, he said to himself, that passing noise means something. You don't get a passing noise like that, just passing and passing, without its meaning something. If there's a passing noise, somebody's making a passing noise. And the only reason for making a passing noise that I know of is because you are a bee. Then he thought another long time and said, and the only reason for being a bee that I know of is making honey. And then he got up and said, and the only reason for making honey is so as I can eat it. So just said to myself coming along, I wonder if Christopher Robin has such a thing as a balloon about him. I just said it to myself, thinking of balloons and wondering, what do you want a balloon for? You said. Winnie the Pooh looked around to see that nobody was listening, put his paws to his mouth, and said in a deep whisper, "Honey." But you don't get honey with balloons. I do, said Pooh. Well, it just happened that you had been to a party the day before at the house of your friend Piglet, and you had balloons at the party. You had a big green balloon, and one of Rabbit's relations had a big blue one and had left it behind, being really too young to go to a party at all, and so you had brought the green one and the blue one home with you. Which one would you like? You asked Pooh. He put his head between his paws and thought very carefully. It's like this, he said. When you go after honey with a balloon, the great thing is not to let the bees know you're coming. Now, if you have a green balloon, they might think you were only part of the tree and not notice you. And if you have a blue balloon, they might think you were only part of the sky and not notice you. And the question is, which is most likely? said in a loud whisper, "Hello." I think the bees suspect something. What sort of thing? I don't know, but something tells me that they are suspicious. Perhaps they think that you're after their honey. It may be that you never can tell with bees. There was another little silence, and then he called down to you again. "Christopher Robin." "Yes." "Have you an umbrella in your house?" "I think so." "I wish you would bring it out here and walk up and down with it and look up at me every now and then and say, 'Toot toot, it looks like rain.' I think if you did that, it would help the deception which we are practicing on these bees." Well, you laughed to yourself. Silly old bear. But you didn't say it aloud because you were so fond of him, and you went home for your umbrella. "Oh, there you are," called down Winnie the Pooh as soon as you got back to the tree. "I was beginning to get anxious. I have discovered that the bees are now definitely suspicious." "Should I put my umbrella up?" you said. "Yes, but wait a moment. We must be practical. The important bee to deceive is the queen bee. Can you see which is the queen bee from down there?" "No." "Oh, pity. Well, now, if you walk up and down with your umbrella saying, 'Toot toot, it looks like rain,' I shall do what I can by singing a little cloud song, such as a clown might sing. Go." So, while you walked up and down and wondered if it would rain, Winnie the Pooh sang this song. "How sweet to be a cloud floating in the blue. Every little cloud always sings aloud. How sweet to be a cloud floating in the blue. It makes him very proud to be a little cloud." The bees were still buzzing as suspiciously as ever. Some of them indeed left their nests and flew all around the cloud as it began the second verse of this song, and one bee sat down on the nose of the cloud for a moment and then got up again. "Christopher, oh, Robin," called out the cloud. "Yes, I have just been thinking, and I have come to a very important decision. These his arms